Margie Lynch, K2 News.
Now to our new economy. Oregon State workers get a dose of bad news from Governor Ted Kulongoski. To save the state $6 million, he outlined a series of plans. Salaries for more than 5,000 state managers will either be frozen or cut. They'll also be forced to take up to 4 furlough days, and schools won't be saved by the state's rainy day funds. In fact, the governor said he would veto any bill that attempts to tap into those funds.
Education advocates have been pressuring lawmakers to use part of those reserves so this school year won't be disrupted by cuts. K2 Salem Bureau Chief Melika Johnson joins us live from the state capitol. Melika, what kind of reaction are you getting from the education folks on this one?
Well, Steve, clearly they are very disappointed. Some of them are even angry, but all of them that we spoke with today agree this is not over by a long shot. They plan to come down here to the state capitol to continue lobbying lawmakers and the governor to tell them we need those reserves. This mother of 4 is having a hard time accepting the news.
I think it's just really sad.
Cuts to education could disrupt her kids' school year, possibly cutting it short.
We pride ourselves on being a country that puts kids first and education first, and we can't even finish a school year.
But the governor, who will not allow the state to dip into reserves to protect education this school year, says there is another option besides closing schools early.
As I'm doing furlough days, I think schools should look at furlough days. I think that they should look at a number of days and guarantee that they're going to keep the schools open.
Against it?
Oh, absolutely.
Jane Killifer is an 8th grade teacher, president of the local teachers union, and strongly against the notion of educators taking furloughs.
We're looking at stimulating our economy. We can't afford to lay teachers off.
Would you be in support of administrative positions taking furlough days?
If it's possible to do that without hampering the schools running.
The governor says he is protecting the state's rainy day funds for use over the next 2 years, should an even greater economic storm roll into town.
I am down $1.2 billion now. Tomorrow, it could be another billion.
But 14-year-old Austin wants the state to spend some of the reserves now. After all, he says, his generation will be the lawmakers of the future.
We need to put more money into educating us so that we can make the best decisions for the future.
Now, the state is currently in the process of renegotiating those union contracts, so we'll learn more about that as that unfolds. But the governor hopes that unions take a cue from him today, that they take his message of cutting pay increases, freezing salaries, and requiring state workers to take furlough days, that they will see that as a sacrifice and that they, too, will sacrifice something as well. Live at the state capitol, Melika Johnson. Steve, back to you.
A lot of us will be anxious to see exactly what the union folks do on this one, Melika. We'll be watching it very closely. Thank you very much. And for you people...